The name just horrifies me. How to clear tree roots from drains. Hi everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm trying to think of some videos to do. I have to do my eyeshadow palette declutter, but that's a really daunting task. And the one thing that I want to do is I took my empties with me only because they were like in a corner and I was like just gonna get rid of them. But I really want to give you some thoughts about these products and whether or not I'm going to buy them again. The upside of not buying any makeup is that I'm getting to go through what I have and I'm finishing up quite a lot. I have several items that I'm like, wow, I'm almost done with this too. Now when I say will I buy it again, I kind of mean that if I could buy it, I may. There's only a couple of products that I'm actually almost done with that I might actually go out and purchase. I said actually several times because I fell in love with the product that gets rid of my hyperpigmentation. I almost wish I didn't have my makeup on right now so you could see the difference. Anyway, I've talked enough. Let's just get into the products. I didn't exactly organize them as I did last time because I just want to film, get them out of my life, if you know what I mean. So, sorry about that. Next time, I'm gonna try. I have to start with this really, really terrible product. It's not an empty, but I couldn't finish it. This is from the Creme Shop. It is the Sugar Body Scrub in Vanilla Coffee Aroma. I will say, it's not a body scrub, and it certainly doesn't smell like coffee. The only cute thing is it's got the Mickey on the top. I bought it in Marshall's for, what is that, $5.99. Now, if you go to the drugstore, the Creme Shop can be really quite expensive. The reason, but look at the top. It's got Mickey on it. The reason I don't like this is, I'm just going to show you. It looks like pea soup, but this is just a gelatinous disaster. I tried it in the shower, literally, I can't say what I thought. I'm going to leave it up to your imagination. That is a liquidy, gooey, not pleasant to use product, and I cannot wait to toss this in the garbage. I've had this for a really long time, and every time I did a video, it was like off somewhere into the wilderness and I couldn't find it. So I can't wait to throw this out. And that makes me sad. I don't like throwing out products that I haven't actually used, but I need to even get this off of my hand. Since I started off with such a terrible product, I wanted to talk about something that I actually I said actually again. How do I stop myself? I used this last night. Now, I have mixed thoughts about it. It is from a company called Look At Me. It's got an adorable little elephant on it. Now, this is a foot mask. It's not a peeling foot mask. It's supposed to be a deep moisturizing foot mask. I have extremely dry feet. This is the Look at My Foot Relax mask. It's the same concept as the peeling masks. You open them up, put them on your feet, you tape them, and I put thick socks on to keep it in place basically. You only have to use this for 20 minutes. Now when I first took it off, there was that gel moisturizing stuff on it, and my feet felt really, really nice, and they tell you just to rub it in and it will absorb, which it did. And then I put some cream on top of it, and when I woke up this morning, my feet were extremely dry. Now, I'm not understanding that at all. It has glycerin in it, it has sweet almond oil, it has some stearic acid, so you would think that it would work nicely. I'm hoping to maybe try it again and see what happens, but it's weird. It started off great and ended up not so great. Something that I can't believe I actually finished up. These take forever, at least for me, to go through. This is the hempz Snowed In. It was a limited edition spiked salted caramel eggnog. Can I tell you how amazing the scent was? There might even be like a little tiny squirt left in here. Oh my goodness. It smells like fresh baked gingerbread cookies. That's the only way I can describe it. Yeah, it is from last Christmas. Not the Christmas that just passed. Last Christmas, and it took me a while. I'm now working on a second one, which I don't enjoy that scent as much. I really do love these. They are expensive. This is over $25 as far as I know. You can get them on sale, and I would buy some, but I have way too many body moisturizers. Sticking with body stuff, if I can find it, I'm going to like keep pulling them out. This is the Refreshments Pillowy Shave Cream. I know you've seen me show several of these. It's so funny. I had started a video when I was in my old apartment, and I was starting to do an empties, and then I didn't feel well, and I stopped. And because it was like over a month ago, I didn't continue that video. But I had like 3 of these because I was receiving them every month. It's an okay shaving cream. It's not my favorite. These I think are $8, and if you get them monthly, they're like maybe $6. I'm very happy with the Gillette, which used to be like $1.50. It's now like $2.59. I'm very happy with that. Do I want a more luxurious one like the Elemis? Sure. Absolutely love that. Is it in my budget? No. I said it was just okay. I'm glad I used it up, and I wouldn't purchase this again, just in my opinion. I still allow myself my one treat, which is 1 cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee a day. It's my little vice that I have, and I'm going to keep enjoying it even though it's $4.11. This was from Soap and Glory, and it came in like a little kit, like a Christmas thing. This is the Flake Away Body Polish. Doesn't have the scent that I really like. I love a strong, sweet scent. It just makes it pleasant to use. It absolutely has nothing to do with how it works. I think it had good scrubbies. Of course, it's such a tiny little thing that I used it up very quickly. But if, depending upon the price point, you know, I might have gone out and purchased it again. Man, I had so many good products in that other video. Maybe I'll still put it up, even though it's like only included body and skincare, etc. But if you want to see that one too, let me know, because like I said, I had a lot of good products in there. Skipping over to some facial moisturizers. This is the Elemis Superfood Midnight Facial. I got this in one of my boxes. It was really nice. It does have some good ingredients. Elemis absolutely has good ingredients. I don't go out and purchase them regularly because I can always find them in one of my boxes in one of the sale categories. It has an amazing scent to it. It's a pinkish color. They say that it's a midnight facial, but I absolutely use this during the day. I have drier skin, so a nice heavy-duty, thick moisturizer is something that I enjoy and I use. I have too many other moisturizers to go through, but if you are interested in trying this and you are curious about it, I definitely recommend it from my point of view. I had, I think, 2 of these in my other video. This is from Duke Cannon. It is the Bloody Knuckles. The name just horrifies me, but I bought this in a trio set last Christmas. Again, a lot of these things are from last Christmas. I honestly will go out and buy this again because my hands and cuticles get so dry, and this is so thick and luxurious and long lasting. To me, this is like a worthwhile purchase that I think I can justify for the comfort of my hands, and I want to try using it on my feet. For that reason, I think I can like treat myself to it. But if you haven't tried this, even though the name is freaky, and you have dry hands and feet, this is so amazing. I lost the cap off of this one. This is from Herbivore, and it is the Moon Dew Bakuchiol Eye Cream. I've said it before, but Bakuchiol is a more gentle alternative to retinol. It's very thick, and I had to wind up, rubbing it between my fingers to apply it. I need a stronger thing than Bakuchiol. You want something a little bit more gentle, but still going to have some of that anti-wrinkle benefits. It was okay. I don't know if I'd go out and buy it again because I have a couple that I really like, and I don't know, I'd be on the fence. I think Item Beauty is out of business, and if that's the case, it's very sad. I love the packaging with the pull tab. It was kind of fun, and when you open it up, it has information about the product. This is really nice. I'm very particular about my cleansing balms. This is from Item Beauty. As I said, it's all kinds of yucky, but it's called the Slick type. I liked it because it had the cap, but then it had the little spatula inside the cap, and I liked it in here because, and not like on the inside here, because it didn't fall into the product. Sometimes I use a spatula, sometimes I just use my fingers. It was really good. I used it up. It was pleasant. It worked efficiently. It didn't leave like an oil slick on my face. It rinsed cleanly, which is one of the things that I look for when I'm using a cleansing balm. I probably would have bought it again. I have several I'm going through, but it's very sad about the company. I don't know. I have this, I think like products and companies are like people, and I feel sad for them when they close or go out of business. Why I associate human traits to companies like they have feelings, or products that they have feelings. Maybe I feel that way for like the actual people. I don't know. If you've experienced that, let me know. This is from Huda Beauty, and it's the Honey Balm Jelly Moisturizer. It had some very nice ingredients. It was made in Korea. I think it was fun to use. It did have like that jelly texture, which is kind of nice for me in the summer. It did absorb quickly. It has lavender, honey, niacinamide, and turmeric, which are like the main ingredients. But honestly, if I finished it up, it means I was pretty happy with it, because there are some moisturizers that I just, stop using because I'm not going to like put my skin through that. This I am so sad that I finished up. I was trying to use it so sparingly because it is so expensive and I love it. It is the PERRICONE MD Cold Plaza Sub D Neck Cream. This stuff absolutely works. Since I haven't been using it, I'm starting to notice a little bit of lack of firmness in my neck. I got this in Marshalls or TJ Maxx, as a matter of fact, and it was still like $30. This is probably over $100. And the reason some people don't like this is because it smells like a fish market. I've mentioned it before because I know I've mentioned this in one of my favorite products. The cats don't mind if I smell like a fish market, but that means they tend to want to like groom me. But aside from that, if you can tolerate that smell, this is an amazing product. There are several of the PERRICONE MD products that I truly think worked from my experience. Unless I find this in a TJ Maxx, and again, I'm really not shopping for anything except cat food and a couple of things for me, I would totally get this. This is just an amazing, amazing product. I will miss you, sir. This is another Elemis product. I really do like their things. This is the Peptide 4 Plumping Pillow Facial. This one came before that pink one that I just showed you. This is another fabulous product. You can use it at night, but it has a wonderful texture. It is hydrating and moisturizing. It has some really good ingredients. It also had an amazing smell to it. I have scraped every little bit out of this jar. I'm gonna just keep repeating myself, but if I didn't have so many and I was able to buy more, I would buy this and that one. I would probably buy a bundle of Elemis products. This I really liked, but I didn't have enough of it to really see the benefits. But Cape Somerville does have some good ingredients. There are certain products that I don't like because of their alcohol content and how high it is. That in particular dries my skin out. I think I liked it. It is the retinol vitamin C. I don't remember where the retinol was in here. Some of them, she's got it really high and it's in a nice position. Some of them are after the phenoxyethanol. But again, I can't tell you whether or not I saw any benefit from this. I can tell you that I liked the texture and it didn't irritate my skin in particular, but that's all I'm able to decipher from it. Okay, this ironically is the product that I've been raving about that I haven't mentioned before. I forgot that I finished up one of these. This is from Dr. Brandt. It is the Bright Biotic Dark Spot Minimizing Serum. Yes, it took a month. I used to have spots up here. It was darker, and on my cheeks, all from sun damage. This works.
And I have to tell you, I am so incredibly upset because it is discontinued. The only place I can find it is on Mercari and on Poshmark. And honestly, I think I'm going to purchase one because nothing else aside from a $200 serum that I had tried actually works on it. So, yeah.
This is also pretty nice. This is the STRIVECTIN NIA 114 Tightening Neck Cream. I don't have a full size one of this, but I had several samples and I definitely liked it because I think I could see a difference as far as like the lines being diminished, because what it was doing was it was plumping the skin, and it had some good ingredients here. Then again, over time, you're not going to look like you had a facelift, but it can minimize the wrinkles and you can see some lessening them. I also used it on my chest as well, and I liked it there too. This was really, really nice. This is getting into like the makeup side of things, but this is the Tower 28 SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray. This is just really pleasant to use to freshen up my makeup, not to make your makeup last, but if your makeup looked a little cakey, as mine has a tendency to do, this was just a nice refresher. It had a really fine mist. This is from Gold Phaeton MD, the Needleless Line Smoothing Concentrate. I don't know if I saw any difference from this.
Honestly, I think that the price of $120 is astronomical. It has hyaluronic acid and a seaweed extract. I don't know what the seaweed extract is doing or how expensive it is, but it's just not something that I would purchase again.
Gold Phaeton MD is an extraordinarily expensive brand. It's kind of like the 111 Skin. I think the 111 Skin is okay, but I don't see ingredients in there that justify their price tag, and that's how I feel about these products. Okay, so you're going to laugh at this next skincare product. This is the Tween Dot Thai Skin Tightening Cream. It has some nice ingredients. It's a Korean brand. I couldn't find it on its website. I found it on Amazon, but I was looking up some of the ingredients, and one of them is sewage root extract, SEWAGE. And I tried to find it even on the Inky decoder, and it doesn't have any information on it, nor any product list, which they sometimes do. They will list some of the products that contain that ingredient. You want to know what came up? Sewer line root control, let's see, how to clear tree roots from drains, how to unclog your main sewer drain. I mean, that's not what I associate with things with skincare. I'm going to have to do more research and maybe go deeper than a Google search, but it was such a small sample. It says not for sale. I obviously got it in one of my boxes. It's intriguing. The rest of the ingredients sound really nice. Licorice root extract, ginseng. It's really, nice ingredients, but that one, yeah. If you have more information, I would love to know.
According again to the Inky decoder, it says, and I quote, sewage root extract is not an ingredient name according to the Inky standard. I don't know what that means, but I am curious about your thoughts.
This next one is from Fourth Ray Beauty. It is their papaya face milk. It had a lovely scent. It was a nice texture, and when looking at the ingredients, it has some basic ingredients, and it even has the papaya fruit ferment extract fairly high up in the ingredients, and it's only $14. So this is something, if you want to try some type of fruit acid for brightening your skin other than vitamin C, I would suggest trying this. They're a fairly reasonable line. This is the sister company of ColourPop, and I definitely enjoyed it. I have this MAC Fix Plus, the Prep and Prime. It is not all the way done, but it got milky and had a weird scent to it because I had so many face mists. I was neglecting this one. This is an oldie but a goodie. A little bit more of an aggressive spray than some of the newer ones that I have. At the time, I thought this was a really nice spray, but in comparison, I think it could be a little bit finer. I don't know if I would go out and buy this again. I really did enjoy when they had their scents, which they discontinued. That might be the only reason that I go out and buy it, because, I have some others that I love as well. This is something that I've gone through over and over and over again. I've bought a couple myself, but I've received a lot of them in PR from the company. It is the Good Molecules Glycolic Exfoliating Toner. This is just a great toner at a very reasonable price. And for toners, I don't, press them into my face as some of them say to do. I put them on a cotton pad, and this will get off any excess makeup. I definitely will buy this again. This was a really nice face wash. This is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser Daily Foaming Face Wash. I happen to enjoy foaming cleansers. It was fairly gentle, and I find that with face washes, the only face washes I don't like to use are ones with harsh ingredients, because if it has good ingredients, it's going to not adversely affect your skin, but it's not going to do amazing things because it's really not on your skin long enough. Yet, when you have a harsh cleanser, that affects your face immediately by drying it out and making it feel tight. It's a very odd thing, but this was pleasant to use. I used it almost all the way up. I just didn't feel like squeezing or cutting it. I have so many cleansers that I wasn't going to do that. I do think they're on the expensive side, and I don't think you need an expensive face cleanser, but I mean, it was definitely pleasant to use. Oh, this one. I love this. It's also very expensive, but I can tell you that it absolutely worked. It is the STRIVECTIN Double Fix for lips and for vertical lines. It had one end for you to use around your lips to help those lines that we get as we get older around our lips. I also used to use it on my smile lines as well. And this is the one that you put on your lips. Now, it didn't like plump up your lips or anything like that. It also didn't burn, but it definitely plumped them up where it brought moisture into the skin and made any lines on your lips a little bit less noticeable. And if you use it every day, because it has some good ingredients, it works over time. So I miss having this. I see a difference in not having it, but at the moment I wouldn't go out and buy it, but if I could, I absolutely would. So I'm going to go over one more body care and then a few hair care products and then a load, and I do mean a load, of cosmetic products. This was from Pure Lease. I really like Pure Lease. They have some great products, some great ingredients. This was a collaboration with Candy Johnson. Butter Me Orange Creamsicle Body Butter. Yes, it did smell like orange creamsicles. I wanted to put it on my body all of the time. It was nice. It had coconut oil, very moisturizing. I squeezed every little bit out of this. I don't know if they make it anymore, obviously, because it was a collaboration. But I got another one of the body creams that I have so many of out of my collection. But this was awesome. This was from Briogeo. I'm discovering that I don't like as many Briogeo products that I thought I did. This was the Farewell Frizz Rosarco Rosarco Milk Leave-In Conditioning Spray. It was okay. I don't know if it was miraculous, like that Dove hair care spray that is drugstore does amazing things for my hair. It could be my type of hair. It could be a lot of things. It was nice to get. I got it in a box. I don't know. I don't think I would really go out and buy it again now that I found a drugstore alternative. I used to love It's a 10. I still do, but they are extremely pricey in the drugstore. This was the It's a 10 Coily Miracle Leave-In product. I didn't like this one as much as I like the one in the blue bottle, just the regular It's a 10. Yeah, I don't know if I would buy this. I have found a Garnier product that I'm really enjoying as well. So this is from L'Oreal. It is their Elvive Dream Lanes 8-Second Wonder Water. You use this after you shampoo, and they tell you to use it only on your ends. I used it all over my hair, which is why I went through the bottle so quickly. They even give you like little lines to see how much you're using. I have long and dry hair, so I would put it on my scalp all the way down. You massage it in for like 8 to 10 seconds, and then you rinse it out, and then I would put conditioner on top of it. Now, they say you don't have to put conditioner on top of it. Oh, I forgot to mention, you may get like a little bit of a warming sensation, which didn't bother me at all. But when I was using this, I really liked the texture of my hair. They say you should blow dry it. I don't know whether it activates it more, but I really like this. And, unfortunately, the hair care stuff, especially L'Oreal, because they have their Pro line, has really gotten high in the drugstore. But I love this a lot. Okay, one more hair care product, and then I'm going to go into the makeup. This is from Diva Curl. It is their Super Cream Coconut Curl Styler. I didn't like this. I don't think it did anything for my hair. I don't think it defined my curls. I don't think it made the curls any smoother. So, I mean, I used it up all the way. There's just a teeny tiny bit in there. But I really don't like many things from the Diva Curl. Again, you would think I have curly hair that I would like the products. Could be so many factors. I don't know if you guys like any of these products. If you do, I would be curious to know. This was the Florence by Mills Built to Lash Mascara. It had just your typical fluffy wand, nothing that you could feel it when you're doing your lashes. Very soft. I liked it. It was a nice mascara. I judge mascaras very differently because I have long lashes and they're rather full, so I judge mascaras on a certain level. I can't say whether or not if you had sparse lashes or short lashes, I can't say how it would work on you, but for me, I liked it. Speaking of eyelash products, look at all the eyelash primers that I have gone through. I love an eyelash primer. I don't know why, I really don't need it, but I really like my lashes to look thick and fluffy and full and long. This was from Marc Jacobs, and I miss Marc Jacobs products because I loved them. This was an amazing primer. It actually had a peachy color to it. Now, none of these did color come through after I applied my mascara. I applied my mascara when these things were still wet, and I never had an issue with that. This was wonderful. Sad that they don't make them anymore, but I know that there's plenty of others that I can get, especially at the drugstore. This, for a time, was the only one that I had bought because it was really the only one that I had tried, and I really loved it. It's the Voluminous Lash Paradise Primer. Do you remember the Lash Paradise Mascara? That was also one of the only things I bought. This one is a white one. It had a nice, comfortable brush to it, and again, this and the pink one, which I no longer have anymore, they were both wonderful. I actually liked the pink one better than this, but to me, they were both really good. One of my favorites back in the day when I used to solely purchase like Lancome, Estee Lauder, we're talking 20, 30 years ago, and this is the Sills Booster. This is also wonderful, but I can tell you, as it starts to dry out, you can't get the darn cap off. This one has like a little bit more of a thinner brush. This is also wonderful. The only time I will buy these is when they are half off, because when they're half off, they are the price of the drugstore. So I really enjoy it, but I would never pay full price for it. This is from Grande Cosmetics. These are really expensive. This is the Grande Primer. It says Pre-Mascara Lengthener and Thickener. It is also a white formula, but the brush is different. It's a little bit more of shorter bristles and a little bit spikier. This one doesn't go on as thick as the other ones do, but can I tell you the issue? It started from the day I opened it. You go to stick it back in and you can't get it back in. It was so difficult that it made it unpleasant to use. That's what I would have to go through every time I was using this. So they either need to make this wider or that brush not as wiggly, because what a pain in the tuchus. My nose is getting red. What am I, Rudolph? As I was starting to unbox my makeup and I am still not done. Let me just preface that. I was going through and testing some of the products, and I was going to do like what is that? Okay. I was going to do a whole video filming that and everything, but your girl doesn't have time. I need to get my place organized. So as I would take out the pencils, I would just look at them, try them on my hand. This was from Real Her. It says I Am Resistant, and I actually liked it a lot when I was using it. It's like it was a goldy bronzy color, but completely dried out. It was more of a gel formula in that plastic coating, and I literally, it does absolutely nothing. So that has to go. I've mentioned this before, but I think Real Heart is rather underrated because I enjoy their products. This was from Mellow Cosmetics, and it was a lip pencil in Aria. The same thing, unfortunately, happened. Dried out, nothing happens. It was another one of the plastic outside and type of gel formula inside. And maybe getting something on there, but unfortunately has to go. This one made me peeved. And the reason is because it happens with all of the ColourPop liners. This is just the cream gel liner. Joy Ride. These I found that you can use them on your eyes or on your lips. This was basically the color of the outside. The problem that I have is the crayon part of it will break off, and then you take the cap off and the inside goes flying. I have not been able to finish up one of these completely before it has broken and flown across the room, and I find it like 10 years later. I wish that they would improve. Yes, they're affordable, but they need to improve on the product itself not breaking off. I'm not going to pay $8 to $10 on something and be able to get 4 or 5 uses out of it. It just doesn't make sense. This is from Ulta Beauty, and that was their automatic brow pencil. The problem is it is on the drier side, and you can see how rubbing it on my hand, it's chunking off, and it was doing that because it's older. It was doing that on my brows and leaving like little bits and pieces. So I have so many other brow products that I enjoy. Granted, some of them are on the higher end, but on a sale, when they're 50% off, you can get them for the price again of drugstore products. This was from Avon. I found it in my drawer. I forgot how old it was, but it was one of the glimmer sticks. You could use this as an eyeshadow or like as a lipstick, but I know that it's old, so that has to go. I have a lot more eye products, but I figured I'd take a break and go over some lip products. This is the Sephora Outrageous Intense Lip Plumpers. I wish that I was able to scrape the entire bottom. I actually took out the stopper, which I was able to do. A lot of them I can't. I don't have pliers and able to pry them off, which is way too much work. But I got everything out of this that I possibly could. Yes, can I stick in that little wand, the silicone ones, and scrape it out? But that's a bit excessive. These are not expensive from Sephora. They do burn your lips, which I like. I know, call me a sadist, but these are fantastic. This is an 01. I have another one that I finished up from that kit, and I have 2 of them that I'm working on. I will buy these over the Too Faced, which I think is now $32, which I have one right here. Granted, I got this one on sale, but $32 compared to like $8, you can't beat it. I first started using the lip injection back in about 96, 97, maybe 97. I remember I was so excited to like save up and get one of these. Like a Boss. It had like a pretty clear but a pinky tinge to it. I love these. I use them all the time. I can't justify the price of these for what they are. Another Too Faced product. These are the Hangover Pillow Balm. I mean, they were nice, but I just didn't see like the hype of them. This one has like not dried out, but the one thing I didn't like was the really stiff applicator. It was okay, but I wish it had a little bit more give to it. You can see how much is left in here, and again, I wanted to pull out the stopper, but it doesn't come out that easily. You really need a pair of pliers, and I'm just, you know, not willing to go that far to scrape the little last bit out of it. I'm not saying that I have anything against anybody who does. It's just a lot for me. But now there are so many of these on the market and at a lower price point that I don't think I would go out and buy these again. This one, I got this in one of my boxes, and I don't understand it. There's a couple of reasons. This is from Incredible. I do know that they sold these at Sephora, and they were on deep discount. This is the Crystal Infused Lip Gloss. As you can see, there's little crystals in the gloss. They don't do anything. It is a roller ball. The problem is getting the product out. Once you get it down to here, the crystals would block the product from getting into the roller ball, and that was the thing that I heard most people complain of. I stopped using it because it was so freaking annoying, and it's sad. I don't like to throw products out that are full like this, but if it's not working, it's not worth it. This was I was sad about because I really did like the product. It was the Seraphine Botanicals Apricot and Camellia Lip Serum. It had a rollerball. Now this was on the thinner side, so yeah, it took a little bit to get it out, and it had a very nice scent to it. I don't think this was like a lip gloss because I don't think my lips felt moisturized enough. I think it was more of like a lip serum. Problem is, it went bad extremely quickly. I went to put it on the other day, and it has that awful, stale Play-Doh smell to it, and this is almost full, so I don't know what kind of ingredients they had or didn't have in here, but again, another product that's not that old, mind you. It's not like this is 5 years old or even 2 years old, and I have to get rid of it. This was the Milk Makeup Kush Waterproof Mascara. This was not the best for me. Very heavy component as far as the outside. Just your classic Christmas tree wand. It just made my lashes a little bit too clumpy. Granted, I like that full bushy effect, but I also don't want to have to use like a toothpick to try to separate my lashes, and unfortunately that's what this did. I don't know whether it was because it was an older mascara that I had pulled out. If you have any experience with this, let me know, but also very difficult to get off. I like a waterproof mascara. I cry all the time. I need that. But I know that this is an expensive mascara, and there's so many drugstore mascaras that I think are just as good, even with e.l.f. products. So yeah, no, wouldn't buy this again. This was from Elizabeth Mott. It's So Big mascara. I couldn't use most of it because this is what happened. From the day I opened it, do you see how clumpy and gloopy it is? And no matter how much you try to wipe off, I mean, I'm going to do a close-up. Look at the absolute mess. Again, from day one, this is what it did, and it made the product absolutely useless. You put useless. You put it in, and you can't even wipe off the mascara. It is a disaster. I don't know who approved this, or did it just slip by, or did I get a bad one? I got it in one of my boxes, and this has to be the absolute worst hot mess I've ever seen in a mascara. So yeah, gotta go. This was an amazing mascara, one of my favorite mascaras, so affordable. It was Care Bears. Now I do know that they make this mascara regularly in their line, but I don't know which one it is. It's from Wet n Wild. I do know that they still sell the Care Bear, not on their site, but either on Amazon or something. This was so good. It had a thinner wand, and it went on beautifully. It didn't clump, it didn't flake. It made my lashes full and beautiful, and I loved it. I tried to scrape every little last bit out of here, but you know, when mascaras get too dry, they just don't work anymore. Very sad. I'm going to end it with two products that are not makeup, but I miss them so much. This is the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Face Gels, and this is the eye gels. These things, albeit expensive, these are the ones that has the forehead and the smile lines, and these are just the under eye gels. These are the most amazing ones I've ever found. If you need to like go out, have a special occasion, these will absolutely show immediate results. And I think over time, if you have the money to use them all of the time, I think they would definitely work. When I have puffy eyes and I put these eye gels on, these are the only ones that completely get rid of. Now, I'm not talking about like eye bags because that's more of a genetic thing. But, you know, when you don't get enough sleep and your eyes are puffy and there's water retention there, these do it. Problem is, they're absurdly expensive, but I love them so much, and I can't buy them right now. Makes me very, very sad. I have other eye gels that I like. I haven't found any face gels like these that I've tried or that I like, but they're just so good. Even when they're on sale, they're still on the expensive side. So it's a luxury that I'm giving up for now. But if you're able to, I highly recommend these. Well, that was a long video, and I do appreciate you guys going through this with me. I like to give you my opinions, and especially after I've used it, that's why I call this Will I Buy It Again? Because when you finish something up is when you can really have an informed opinion about it. And I like to share that with you. And I would also like to hear your experiences with any of these products. We are all different, and that's what I love about it, because I may like something that you love and vice versa. And that's why I love this community, because we share all kinds of things. I love you guys tremendously. You're all amazingly wonderful people that I am so incredibly thankful for. Whatever part of the day you're in or around. Nope, that didn't work. I'm just going to stop, and I'm just going to say have a fantastic day. I love you guys. Bye.